Groundhogs Day is the day when Puxatawny Phil comes out of his hole to see if we'll have 6 more weeks of winter or an early summer.
On February 2nd, Puxatawny Phil will come out of his hole in Puxatawny, Pennsylvania, to determine the weather for the upcoming year. While Phil is not really that accurate, only having a 36% accuracy rate, it's still fun to look at and see if this little creature can actually predict the next few weeks of weather. You may ask, why do people start raising a groundhog to the sky to see how the weather would be in the future? Well, it was a tradition that immigrated from Germany, where they would use a hedgehog to predict the future weather, similarly to how it is predicted now. When Germans came to the US, they realized that there weren't as many hedgehogs, and they adopted the groundhog to predict the weather instead. I was wondering, are there any other ways that we can figure out the weather from animals?
We can really see more what's happening right here and right now with animals. There are some ways that animals can predict like severe weather. So there have been horses and sheep and cattle that can kind of feel or hear low rumblings of when an earthquake is coming. There are some animals that hide before a storm, and there are some animals that even start being more active when bad weather is coming, like a rainstorm.
So remember, though Phil might not be totally accurate on his day to shine, it's still a fun event. This day also attracts attention to both an old tradition that's still continuing and to a strange creature that you don't really hear about other than this time of the year. So, are you hoping he sees his shadow to continue 6 more weeks of winter, or are you hoping he doesn't so we have an early summer? For Storm News, I'm Tyson Gorleski.